I'd like to thank the sponsor for today's video, water. Drink it. Especially when you go into Chapter 5, the Mirror Temple. Did you know most climbing mishaps occur due to exhaustion? Remember to take regular breaks. Oh man, look at this place. Feeling adventurous? I don't know. It looks pretty dark in there. More like a nightmare than an adventure. I'll just take a quick peek, snap a few photos. This place must be ancient. Theo, wait. My Instapix followers are gonna eat this up. Goodbye. There's no way this ends well. It's like the same energy as like he's right behind me, isn't he? Here's our little trolley car we came in on. There is a strawberry here. I couldn't remember. I was quiet there because if there was not any collectibles over here, I was going to cut that part out. Because I could not remember if there was or not, but there was. So we're going into what is called the Mirror Temple. One of the more confusing levels in the game. Uh-oh. Am I recording? Yeah. Uh-oh. This is Theo's phone. Don't panic, Madeline. Maybe it just fell out of his pocket. I'll give it back to him when I find him. This is one of the more confusing levels in the game. It's a linear level, kind of. There's a lot of branching. There's a lot of ways to go, and the way you're supposed to go is not always clear. But all those other pathways have collectibles and bonuses in them. And we're already getting introduced to so many new mechanics just in the first two screens. Those blocks that move when you dash, the bubble that's like the blue bubbles from the last chapter, but instead they go until you hit something or dash out of them. And I've already messed up. I'm predicting that in this level there will be another something that I miss just because of how many things there are to miss in the level. As you can see, this level is large, but every area I've gone to pretty much right now is more or less optional. Not more or less, it is all optional. Like this whole area here is just an elaborate thing to hide some strawberries. Getting to the point now where I've explained pretty much what, like early on in these videos, I would explain what the mechanics of the game were, but we've pretty much hit most of the main ones. Like obviously I'm talking about new stuff as it comes up, but it doesn't require that much explanation anymore. So now I'm just kind of struggling for things to talk about. I watched the movie Snow White for the first time tonight with my girlfriend, who is a big Disney fan. And I like Disney, you know, Obviously, I don't love their business practices. I don't love any company's business practices for the most part. Disney's Disney, but you can't deny they've made some good stuff in the past. That being said, Snow White was just like, obviously I'm judging it by today's standards, 2024, almost 2025 standards. So it's just kind of like whatever. It doesn't hold up entertainment wise to something of true art like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Maybe just one of the finest pieces of art that I've ever seen. But I get it, right? Like, Snow White was super cool for the time. It's still a good looking movie, even by today's standards. It's a little wonky at times, but I can at least excuse the wonkiness for it being an almost 100-year-old movie. It was groundbreaking. There's some surprisingly emotional moments in it, at least for me. I found some points where I felt the emotion that they probably intended for me to have. Overall, by today's standards, it's like, a 6 out of 10. And I think that's what I rated it on Letterboxd, a 3-star. Not bad, but I'm not gonna write home about it. I'm just gonna mention it in my YouTube commentary Let's Play. And I think doing that makes it worthy of a 6 out of 10. Grab this key. And hitting that button in not this button I hit, but the button I hit up in that direction beforehand. That unlocked a door here so that I could go this way and try to get this bad boy. Ow. That's a load of horse. Never thought about when you say something is a load of horse shit. I imagine you say it because horses, being such large animals, produce a lot of feces. But there's bigger animals who I imagine would produce a lot more feces. So why don't we say man, that's a bunch of whale shit. I can't think of any other animal bigger than a horse besides a whale. To my knowledge, there are none. Elephant. That's bigger. That's a load of elephant shit. Because that doesn't work because it's not one syllable. Like horse shit. Horse and then shit. Each word is one syllable. Unlock this door. But whale shit, that's one syllable. Per word at least. Theo, there you are. Madeline, hey. Why are you inside a mirror? I'm pretty sure you're the one in the mirror. What happened? Well, I was taking a nonchalant mirror selfie. It's your boy Theo in this ancient temple, no big deal. #blessed. Next thing I know, I wake up lying on the ground. What does it look like over there? How can I find you? It's really dark and weird. Wait, something's coming. I'm feeling a strong inclination to run away. Be careful, okay? Goodbye. Secret. Up here. So this level can also be annoying because it's pretty dark until you pass through these lights kind of scattered around the area. I don't think I've missed anything, but I can't help feeling like I have. Or in my practice file, I didn't miss, I don't think I missed, no, I did miss something in this chapter when I played it. Maybe, I don't remember. I don't think I have so far. When I first played this game, I played it on the Xbox, and I was very into collecting achievements on the Xbox. So when I played, I didn't look up the achievements beforehand because I didn't really want to know what the game was like, or to have the achievements shape my first playthrough. So when I got to this level, all these lights that you touch and light up the room, I was just like, man, there might be an achievement associated with this, so I might as well try to find them all. And I probably gave up at some point because there's a lot of them, but I spent a good majority of the first time playing this level trying to find every one of those little... I don't know if I've ever noticed this. When I hold back away from the wall, Madeline turns her head to face the direction I'm pointing, away from the wall. That's interesting. Yeah, there's no achievement associated with getting these lights whatsoever. I just did it because I'm a fool, honestly. They do use the lights for good effect, I guess. What do I do here? Oh yeah. Because like the area seems black, so you can't see the path lying ahead, and then the strawberry illuminates the area. So you're like, oh, I can just go get it, and then you hit a light and reveal a big old honking door in your way. And you get a little miffed. The game's having a little bit of fun with you. I think these gold lights signify the correct way to go. We're gonna try to find everything in this level in one go. I think we're doing all right so far. I will say, for not being my favorite level to play, this is one of my favorite levels music-wise. Not that it's anything too crazy going on. It's just, very calm and ambient. But I like it. It's just got this mysterious quality to it. As it being the mirror temple, it's got these bright, glittery, kind of sparkly sound effects, as if there's glass shattered or sparkling around. But the B-side of this level actually has my favorite song in the game. I think I might have mentioned previously that all the B-sides have like guest composers who all the levels had remixed music by people who I don't think were necessarily part of the main development team of the game. And Chapter 5 maybe has my favorite remixed song. It's weird because everything I described about this song, how everything is very suited to the mood and themes of the level. The B-sides don't really care about that at all. They are more or less just like, this game is hard. Here's a harder version of the level you played, and have fun. Whoops. And slowly, as we play our way through the game, the levels are getting harder. I just realized that that you could fall in this hole here. That's pretty crazy. And I also just realized that when you pick up the B-side, I think it starts playing a little snippet of the music from the level in like a low, you know, like with all these like old school lo-fi effects on it. Which if that is true, I will, next time we get a tape, I will let that play for a sec so I could listen to it. Would have been a great example. It would have been awesome to listen to it. To listen to this one, as I can easily identify the song, as I specifically said it was one of my favorites in the game. Check this out, Squish. It's pretty rad, huh? Okay, gotta reorient myself in this level a little bit because I am easily lost. I get lost very easily in life, in like real life locations, and also just in my own words and my own thoughts. I tend to distract myself quite a bit. Yeah, I also just get like, I have a hard time navigating in the world without a GPS. If I'm going to a new place, I have to GPS it, even if it's in the town I've grown up in, or, you know, the area I've lived for more or less my entire life. But yeah, if it's somewhere I've never actually been before, then I need to GPS it. And then that just, once I do that, and I drive it a couple times, enough to memorize it, then that just becomes the way to that place, and I can't take another way there. I also cannot navigate to that location from any other location, even though it is a place I go to regularly, because it's not the standard way that I go. So we got this key, which is actually kind of a secret item to get one of the, I think to get the crystal heart in this level, you need to find an extra key, which is this one right here. No, is that right? This is weird. It's flickering underneath where I'm walking right now. There's this weird flickering. Ignore what I said previously, because I actually don't know if that's right. How do I don't... Oh, I remember. Okay. Whew. I'll get it eventually. Gotta land in this little spot. That's as far as you can make it, and then you can land over there. I need this key for something. I don't remember exactly what it was. Oh, okay. Right, yeah, so you do need an extra key, but when I take this bubble over this way, it brings me to a locked door. So this key isn't like a bonus area. It wasn't in like a secret area. I needed to get this key. But I don't want to use it on that door. I've never noticed, there's a lot of things I've never noticed about this game, apparently. How is the ground supposed to flicker when I walk around it? See, now it's doing it. I don't know if that's a designed effect or a visual glitch, whatever. Either way, I don't want to use the key on that door. Instead, I'm going to hop into here and go in super secret path number 4. I know there are other secret paths in the game, but that one, if you check the strategy guide, is officially labeled as number 4. I can't tell you why. It's just, I didn't make the game. It's just how it is, and you need to learn to get over it. Okay, now we're here. And this is the door that we need that key to unlock. And then you fall in that hole. Be sure to fall in the hole. It's actually really important that you fall in the hole. And there is our crystal heart. It may seem kind of trivial, the room that it's actually in, but to be able to find the way to get that key to this door and skip that other locked door is pretty well hidden. And yeah, it's well hidden. I think we can just go up. I don't think I've missed anything to this point, but I'm not 100% certain in the slightest. I'm 101%. That's how confident I am, and confidence is key, especially when you're sitting stuck into a black hole. Now it could be this little cutie. This guy looks like a dog I follow on TikTok. This creature will be part of a mechanic that comes up later in the game. There'll be a consistent enemy that appears later on in this level. And it's cool because they give you this opportunity to play as it, and with it you can discover that it can dash, and it can break these barriers when it dashes, but it can't go through these barriers no matter what. So, just teaching you without teaching you. Goodbye. That's the end of the game. We've killed Madeline. Our ultimate goal achieved. This game likes to teach you its game mechanics without, like, giving you a straight-up tutorial. It teaches you through gameplay, which I like a lot. There was Battling. Hi, Baddie. Battling. Hey, where are we? What did you do to Theo? You think I'm doing this? That's cute. Sweetheart, this is exactly what I warned you about. Don't try to make this my fault. You still don't get it? The mountain gave me this body, but I'm not the only creepy thing living in that messed up head of yours. Don't like what you see? What a surprise. Shut up. I tried to stop you. Look into the mirror. All of this is yours. Look into the... I don't know why. I might have dyslexia. I'm not entirely sure. I've never been diagnosed, but that sentence just really challenged me. This temple only magnifies the mountain's power. You're in control here, not me. I don't believe you. I didn't. Maybe I subconsciously remembered that she was going to say that. That was just me randomly saying, whatever. If you're part of me, why do you want to hurt me? Poor Madeline, always the victim. All I do is babysit you, and you hate me for it. You're unraveling, and you know it. If you care so much about protecting me, why didn't you just explain what was going on? Like you would have listened? You never gave me a chance. Please, just help me get out of here. Now you want me to save you. Why are you doing this? Just be on my side here, please. Stop trying to make me feel like a monster. You really want to know why I won't help? Because you deserve this. Still think you can climb this mountain? Shut up. I would yell. I would yell this line because I think that's what they're intending, but it's like almost 11 p.m. and there's people in my house sleeping. I'm not going to scream. I don't need your help. I'll do this alone. And here we have the introduction of our little tentacly squid friends who you can jump on. They'll disappear for a moment if they dash into you. Or, yeah, I think only if they're in that like red dashing mode is when they'll actually kill you. I forgot there was a strawberry there. I knew there was a strawberry hidden in one of the blocks, but I honestly thought it was later. So I'm really glad that that just happened. I just wanted to show you guys what it was like when you get killed by one of these guys. You know, I'm just trying to create a comprehensive guide for you, so I figured it was important to show you what happens when you die. You can see there when you jump on them and they kind of take that little respawn moment, they explode, and then that explosion can kill you, apparently. I didn't know that. Learning a lot of things about this game and myself today. Yeah, it can propel you and like launch you into places, and I think it's required to get certain collectibles, maybe? If this is all in my head, why is it so hostile? Those things are hunting me. I'm a trespasser in my own world. Same, bro. The U is trapped somewhere in here because of me. If I give in fully, maybe the temple will let him go? And me go? Maybe? Breathe. This is all coming from inside me. Get up, Madeline. Think of the feather. You can save Theo. Okay. I'll try my best. That's all any of us can do. Remember that in your day-to-day life. Just try your best. Even if you think you can do better. As long as you try to do your best. I think that's something that, about that phrase, try your best, just try your best, that can be a little bit misunderstood at times, that trying your best isn't always the same. It, to me, isn't the same as doing your best. Trying your best just means you have to try to do the best you can. Even if you think you might be able to do better than what you're currently doing, that's not what people are asking you to do. We're just asking you to try to do your best. And if you don't get all the way there, then that's okay. All you have to do is try. This is an area in this level that gets a little confusing when it comes to... I don't know. When it comes to... Sorry, I got I got hung up on the block there because I didn't know what to do for a sec. It gets a little confusing when trying to navigate and get all the collectibles. So, much like I just talked about, we're just going to try our best, and if I don't succeed, then at least I know that I tried. Because some days you can't, some days you can't give 100%. Some days you can only give 70% or 10%. Some days you can give 100%, and that's great. But you can't do that every day. It's unreasonable to expect 100% out of yourself every single day of your life. Because I don't think anyone else does either. might be some areas in this level that I cut out because, oh. Hey, buddy. Theo, thank God I found you. Madeline, wow, am I happy to see you. Are you all right? Yes, I'm fine. Excuse me, I had to drink water. I've just been stuck in this crystal thing for ages. Do you get the feeling that this place knows you better than you know yourself? Yeah, I'm so embarrassed that you have to see this side of me. I tried to stop you. I hope that selfie was worth it. Selfies are always worth it, dude. Agreed. I shouldn't be mad. This isn't your fault. I'm glad you're safe, but you're trapped because of me. And now this temple is showing you what I'm really like. I'm horrible. Hey, we're in this together. Don't act like this is all on you. What do you mean? You didn't trap me in this crystal. Sure, those monsters are coming from you, but the temple is shaping itself around me too. I can feel it. These eyes are staring at me, and this crystal is coming from me. I know it. I hate to ask, but I really need your help right now. Okay. I've got your back. I'll bust you out of that thing, then we'll escape together. Just as soon as I find my way around to you. Madeline, you're my only hope right now. I believe in you, for real. I hope that's not a mistake. If the temple is showing me who I really am, then I deserve this, don't I? Alright. So, this is a moment that, even though I know it's coming, it still catches me off guard every time it happens. Alex, you have to stop being so hard on yourself. My name happens to also be Alex. And so when this comes up, it's really jarring for me, especially the first time I ever played this game. I don't think I continued the conversation to this point. So when I was just playing it randomly and I was going through all the dialogue, this came up and it really weirded me out. It was one of the cooler gaming memories I have because it was just so unexpected and personal that it was just like, I didn't know what to think. What I initially thought this was that like maybe the game reads your Steam the name on your Steam profile or the name on your Xbox profile, whatever online profile you have the game attached to. Turns out that is just a coincidence. Who's Alex? Sorry, I meant Madeline, but my comments still stand. No one deserves this, least of all you. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I can do this. Yeah, it turns out that there's a coincidence. He'll explain it later in a later cutscene, but Theo has a sister in the game, and her name is Alex. And so that's just coincidence. If your name is Alex and you've played this game, let me know if you've had a similar experience, because that shit really like obliterated my mind the first time it happened. It was just so unexpected, and so it's like, how often does a video game just like say your name or talk to you directly? Pretty much never, unless you tell it to. So it's just like super jarring, and like I said, even though I know it's coming, it still like weirds me out a little bit. I mean, yeah, it's just purely coincidence. That being said, I think it's a cool idea, and I'm sure there's some game out there that I don't know that has done something like that before. We're using the real name of the player in some way like that. But yeah, when you don't expect it, it freaks you out. Whoops. Whoopsie. I'm also, while working on these gameplay videos that I'm doing, I've also decided I'm going to do like a little recap / ranking list of all the new movies I saw from 2024. Yeah, I just want to rank all the movies I saw. I normally, for the past couple of years, I've been pretty good about checking out a decent number of movies from the movie theater, but for various reasons, I didn't see too many this year. But I saw enough to be worthy of a video, and it's few enough that I feel like I could just rank all of them in one video. So that's what I'm going to do. Forgot what I'm supposed to do with this key, because technically I can move on from this area, but I feel like there's something I'm missing with this key. I think it might be later when I do actually leave the area. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that and pray that I haven't missed anything. I don't think I have. Yeah, it's for this. Okay, it's for this strawberry. Grab that third key, and we'll move on. This was also one of the more interesting levels to learn how to speed run, because so much of it is manipulating these monsters to do exactly what you want them to. And also just getting the golden strawberry in this game, you play through a lot of the same screens a bunch of the times, so you just develop strategies to get through them faster and faster over time. Theo, I finally found you. I knew you'd make it. It wasn't easy. Are those monsters really coming from inside me? Madeline, that's a valid question. I'll be happy to discuss how the monsters relate to your inner self, but right now, my inner self is real sick of being stuck inside this crystal. Oh, right. Don't worry, I'll break you out. Well, this is a solid start, but this crystal is like an expression of my negative psychic energy or whatever. Yeah, but how do we break it? If I knew why I trapped myself in this thing, maybe I could bust out. But I don't. And I don't think I can get to the bottom of it while we're stuck inside this nightmare dimension. I hate to say it, but you might have to... Theo, don't even think about that. I am not leaving you behind. Hell no. You better not leave me in this place. I was gonna say you might have to carry me. Oh. Yeah, I can do that. Because Madeline is fucking ripped as shit and jacked. Dang, girl, you can lift. That's what I'm saying. All right, you got this. I'm not gonna read all his dialogue because I have to focus on gameplay and also just talking. Yeah, I guess I haven't talked about how. I haven't talked about how. I mentioned before, rather, let's start like that, how consistent this game is in its design choices, and its themes, and its goals, yet, at the same time, it manages to do all that while still introducing new game mechanics in pretty much every chapter. Like, this is the only time you carry something. It's the only time you have these monsters. It's really all, like, every chapter is its own memorable experience. Oh, God. Oh, I almost died. And watching a speedrun of this game, I recommend it, if anything, just for this level. Because it is really cool to see how like the top runners handle Theo and the crystal. As you see, he gets carried by momentum too, and you can also like throw him while dashing, so he goes extra far. The physics of him are super cool. It's also one of the more difficult aspects of a speedrun of this game to master is this whole sequence, just learning how to carry him and go fast at the same time avoiding these monsters. Which I'm just showing like how like amateurs can die in this game. As a trained expert, I definitely don't die like that. I saw that coming from a mile away, but it's a situation that I imagine a lot of new players could find themselves in, as well as just throwing Theo down a hole, like completely amateur move. Oh my god, that sucks. Like, I'm committed to the bid and all, but just to drop it for a sec, that was just unfair. Unfair game. I don't think I performed poorly in that scenario at all. I think that was just the game being a little cheeky. How did he get up there? Oh my god, I really thought that was going to be the end. This is a surprisingly complex speedrun room, because you could dash through these waves because they push you back if you don't. But you can only dash when you're not holding Theo, so you gotta like throw him, dash, and then grab him again and chain do it a bunch. There's a big eyeball I threw him at. That was kind of interesting. Instead, I was talking about just throwing a dude in a crystal. That's the end of chapter 5, though. Got the crystal heart. Got all of the strawberries. I got almost everything, which I think is pretty commendable, and a modest 42 deaths. Missed it there. Okay, I am going to get this real quick. Okay, so I found the missing strawberry. You gotta go here, and you gotta jump down this hole. Completely forgot about this area. What made it tough, I spent like 15 minutes looking for this thing, and only to realize something else that I've never noticed about this game is that in this level, once you get those keys in a certain area, the game just like closes the wall behind you and makes it so you can't come back to that area. So if you get the key in this area without getting a strawberry, you gotta restart or beat the chapter and chapter select and go find it. So there you go. Okay, after a somewhat modest 54 deaths and about 15 to 20 extra minutes of gameplay, we have now completed chapter 5, the Mirror Temple, with everything, 100% completion. And that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, I'm going to need you to do a couple of things. I'm going to need you to like. I'm going to need you to subscribe. And I'm going to need you to wake up every day for the rest of your life. And the first thought I want you to have every day from this point on is that, yeah, you can do this. You can do this. Even if you didn't before, you are now required to wake up every day and think, yeah, I can do this. I love you. Have a great rest of your time on Earth and everything that may or may not come afterwards. Mwah.